Oh shit! All right, people, how we doing? This is Chris G, Everyting Chris. I'm here with one of the officials of British basketball here, new, up and coming, and making some noise and making a statement. Shout out my guy Harvey West. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, good. Thank you, man. Yeah, good.
Good, man. And let's talk a bit, man. How long have you been reffing for, and what's your thoughts on reffing basketball in England?
Yeah, I'm really good one, man. So I started refereeing when I was sort of 15, 16. Started the National League when I was 18. I'm now 23, so quite a bit. I've been refereeing around the National League. I'm from Bristol, so sort of in that area doing a lot of National League stuff. I'm on my level 4 this year, so I've been in a lot of Division 1 stuff this season. Been given lots of opportunities to sort of do lots of games, which is great. I mean, in terms of officiating in this country, the guys I've seen sort of coming up and through below me, because I'm no longer the sort of youngest one anymore, yeah, really good. It's really promising what we've seen sort of coming up and through, I think.
And talk to us, what have you experienced from when you started out refereeing young to where you are now? What have you learned so far?
I think coming in young, of course, you have to be able to take a lot of stuff from players, especially being a young referee. But I think it's just having the willingness to learn and just be wanting to learn and be around the game of basketball. I mean, I used to play, but I realised sort of I wasn't going to be the best player, so I sort of turned to refereeing, and being given the opportunities, I was able to learn so much, both from teams, coaches, players, different referee coaches. I was able to learn sort of so much. Yeah.
And talk to us, you know, in terms of when you was a young ref. Like, how was it like being a young ref and you had players you had to ref against? Did you feel like they were trying to intimidate you at times, to manipulate you to ref the game to benefit them, or was it a case of, was it a mixture of everything?
I think on the whole, I think the teams, the players I've experienced in this country, on the whole, I'm not going to try and take the piss. They are going to be fair, and we're going to be fair with them. I mean, yes, being the young one, you do have to recognise that you are the young one. You might try and be intimidated, but at the end of the day, I mean, we're just out there to try and get the plays right and recognise that, and just do our best on the court. So that's sort of the mindset we have to go out with, is just trying to, yeah.
And talk to us your experience, like when you made a call, or you missed a call, for example, and you thought to yourself, damn, I missed that. What goes through your head in that situation?
I know what you said. I think the most important thing for referees, and I think what players and coaches will appreciate the most, is us being open and honest about when we make a mistake. So often I think most referees will be willing to admit when they've made a mistake. So most of the time we would admit, hey, we missed that one. You know, we'll do our best to try and get the next play we can. I think that's the most important thing, what everyone appreciates.
What about when you're trying to communicate to a player who can't understand that the call you made was a right call, but in their mind everything is wrong?
I mean, we're always going to agree on plays. I mean, that's just going to happen. There's going to be disagreements, but I think it's understanding the emotions of players and coaches and just trying to allow them to understand where we're coming from, what we're looking for. I think that's the best way to communicate, I think.
And, talk to us finally, how Basketball England supported your journey as a ref, and how have they helped you grow?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been going, so there's been officiating camps ever since I joined the National League. I've been attending camps every year. Lots of great referee coaches that I've been involved with, lots of great peers as well. And it's just being surrounded by the correct people. I've had lots of great opportunities coming through my career to develop really.
And I saw you earlier talking to one of the legendary refs over there, John.
Yeah.
How has he been a kind of a mentor to you, and what kind of advice has he given you to make you better?
Yeah, I've known John for many years now, and John's one of those people. He would give you honest advice, and he has throughout my career. He's definitely been someone who's really pushed me and helped me throughout my career. So yeah, it's just the more experienced referees will just give you that wisdom and knowledge that you need to understand how the game is to be refereed. And John's one of those people, definitely.
And how's it like dealing with players like that over there, you know, just coming in here with his muscles,
talking to us? It just helps us be able to understand what they're doing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, but Harvey, thank you for coming on.
Perfect.
Appreciate your perspective and understanding from your side. So some of you guys, if you don't know how these refs, what they deal with, Harvey just explained it to you from his perspective. And players, don't be trying to give him a hard time. I'm on to you. And shout out my guy Harvey West. Thank you for coming on, and wish you luck going forward.
Great. Thank you very much, man. Cheers.
Everything, Chris. Chris G, we're out. Peace.